Hey, what's going on? Today we're getting ready to look at a video visit that I was not a part of, and this video visit involves Tom getting visited by an awesome supporter of After Prison Show, a guy named Everyday Winning. This guy is in the live streams that we do, super good dude. And he has been showing Tom and Jellicoe both some love while they're locked up, some support. I didn't want that to sound crazy. And he's not the only one. I believe that there's like one or two other people who are as well. There's a guy named Tag from my local area. So shout out to him as well. But Everyday Winning, like, really showed some major love, I believe, to both Tom and Jellicoe. So yesterday, I think it was both Tom and Jellicoe who were going to receive like some zooms and whams that were sent in by Everyday Winning. A fan of After Prison Show sent that for both Tom and Jellicoe. And they were going to do a video visit and share those items, making a shindig, a bull shot, a swole, something. I think that's what was getting ready to take place. So here's the thing. I was supposed to be the one doing the video visit. I just wasn't available yesterday because of the fact that my wife's out of town for work and I had my son, so I couldn't do it. But Everyday Winning, not only did he show this love to these two guys who were locked up, he also filmed this for me so that I could react to it and share it with all of you. When I did the video visit with Tom, somebody had left a really good point. They said, you know, Joe, at the very end of that, you should talk a little bit about how you feel the visit went and pose some questions, you know, for people to engage. Well, today's going to be a little bit of that because I didn't get a chance to be a part of this visit. I don't know what we're really going to be seeing, but I get the opportunity to share it with you because, again, of this awesome supporter of After Prison Show, Everyday Winning. Can't say this guy's name enough. Thank you very much for doing what you did. Hey, let's get ready to see how this visit went yesterday with these two guys. Are they living high on the hog in jail because of After Prison Show? Good for them. You know, when you're locked up, you want to live as comfortably as possible. And as Everyday Winning had told me, he was like, yo, everybody deserves a clean pair of drawers. And that shit was powerful. Anyways, I know you're tired of hearing me talk. Let's see what these guys are talking about.
Hey, what's up, man? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Some audio issues. Tom's happy. Good for him. Even a guy locked up, serving his debt to society, he talking his ass off to him. But he can't.
There we go. Well, almost. I started to hear you a little bit.
See.
There we go.
Phone.
Yeah. Oh, turn it again.
Sounds like you got a short in those headphones.
Do the thing
Tom.
you were doing at the top.
How about
Yeah,
that?
right there.
Oh, man.
Test.
Yeah. Good now.
You got it? All
I think there's a
right.
short in that
Yeah,
that
definitely
cable
a
was
short.
missing.
cheap clear plastic microphone and headphone assembly.
Right.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
It is going. I don't know. Look. There you go. Nice. Yeah.
There goes the toilet.
That feels good.
Man, let me tell you what.
Tom got a fresh T-shirt on. He looking sharp.
I feel like a shiny, brand new penny.
Like a whole new man.
Absolutely. It's amazing what a pair of underwear and socks will do for a man.
I don't know, man. I've been camping before and didn't have that for a couple of days, and I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's an eye-opening experience.
Well, cool, man.
To
Well, I
say the
don't
least.
have much time, but I wanted to link up. Dinner's almost ready, but I wanted to see your fresh new duds and.
Sweet, and
Oh, nice.
What is that? Is that
yeah, right.
a
How's
vape
that
pen?
going?
That's all right, man. It's a welcome luxury in this particular environment.
They didn't have that when I was
You
saying.
know,
Do you get a lot of
a cup of coffee.
Hey, man, let me hit that.
Of course.
Really?
What do you think?
I bet everybody's
Of
your
course.
friend now.
Yeah.
Had to pause it right there real quick. I was testing and checking my audio, making sure everything was working correctly. Hopefully you're able to hear me and this conversation pretty well. But one thing that I want to say, so shout out to this guy, Everyday Winning. He got Tom some T-shirts and socks and boxers, and Tom even got a vape. You know, they didn't have that when I was serving time, but it's crazy to think, I just heard them talking about something that I never even thought about. Having a vape pen and people coming up to you talking about, hey, yo, can I get a drag? Can I get a puff? I don't even know what you call, can I get a pull? Sounds super sus. I don't even know what you call that, sharing a vape. Hey, let me burn one with you, homeboy. Hey, can I get that short? Boy, you better get you an alcohol pad to put on that money. You got buddy's lips in prison. Another man's lips in prison. You're in a medical block at that time. Sharing a vape pen. Just crazy to think about.
Oh, that Tom. Yeah. I've always liked him.
Yeah. I always like that guy. He's always
He's a
been
popular
cool.
guy now.
He's
Walk away. What a douche when he walks away, right?
Tom went from the
Or
bottom
let
to
that
the
thing-
top
let that
real
battery
quick
go
up in
dead
that
and it's
block.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah. Tom who? Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Well, cool, man.
So
and
how you doing?
all that coffee. How long?
Uh,
I don't know how long that would last me.
And there goes the audio.
Turn the thing.
Tom's keyed up on the coffee
There
and
you go.
vape.
Oh, do it again. There you go.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Better?
that's good. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's just, this thing's cheap, man. Can you see this thing?
Yeah. It looks rough.
It's something else. Let me tell you.
Right.
So yeah, I'm glad to see your face. It's good to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And I got to tell you, thank you for everything. Really,
Yeah, for sure,
sincerely.
man.
You know, it's freaking amazing. You know, like I said, I got a couple other people that hit me up.
Good for him.
But I guess I don't know if they're having problems receiving the text or getting money on there or whatever. There's been several people that have hit me up. I've sent them texts, a couple of texts each, just saying, hey, thank you very much for adding me, blah, blah, blah. I haven't heard anything from anybody else as of yet. So
what
I've just been
happens is they'll do it on the website and then they won't check it again.
Mhm.
So if you send me their number, I can send them a text.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll do that. I'll sit down and do that tonight. I can do that.
Yeah,
Not a
for
problem.
sure. And I can shoot that off
And,
or whatever.
I'll tell you what, man. You guys, all you guys at APS, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how many people were tuning in or were still tuning in to the real life that the spin-off from APS that I was doing.
I checked it out a couple times.
Yeah, I just I hadn't really found a rhythm for it,
Yeah.
but I think this time when I get out, I think I have a better mindset for where I want to go with it now.
Right.
I think more of a guy on the street kind of thing.
Yeah.
Take the camera, walking into places where like going to Department of Health and Human Services. And,
People do
and
that.
kind of documenting. Yeah, documenting what's going on, how difficult it is. I got to tell you, Kenny, it was hard, man. So I've been off and on, just for the record, off and on homeless since that incident with Matt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was sleeping out of my car.
That's one of those spiraling situations too. You
Yeah.
can't really come out of it.
It's hard. It's difficult, and people don't realize that when you get stuck in it, every penny you have goes to try and find a place to put your head.
Right.
And
then you got to do it.
I just got to jump in and pause it right here. I don't want to talk over him because I don't even know how that audio is going to come out. But anyways, I want to say this. So this guy, Everyday Winning, got Tom these whites, got Tom the vape pen, and even got him some coffee. Tom went from the bottom of the barrel to the top real quick up in this cell block. He's got other people who are reaching out to him too. And now here's Tom talking about wanting to get back to creating videos for the YouTube channel that he created. He's shouting out AfterPrisonShow because, the people that rock with this channel, man, hey, they come together for a person who's in a who's in a bind. And this is a perfect example of that. Like it or love it, hate it or love it, like a classic song that I used to love. Hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. And I ain't going, yeah, anyways. But I do need to jump in and offer a little bit of bullshit gamma meter readings right here. The one thing about Tom, that I know personally, he just ain't going to own everything. Here we go. We're talking about the fact that you were homeless and every penny was going toward trying to find a place. No, Tom. Look, the underlying issue is the addiction. Straight up. Just, you got to get to a point where you can just own that shit. The issues that took place between him and Matt, it was the addiction. You think back to when Tom was a part of AfterPrisonShow, Dating After Prison, Tom dating, Toilet Talk with Tom, which we're doing Toilet Talk with Tom now. The toilet is going off like a freaking cannon beside him. Who designed this place? Who decided it would be a great idea to put the kiosk right next to the shitter? Crazy to think. But again, though Tom is in a better place, better spirits, a better state of mind, we're still with the bullshit, And look, I'm saying that as a friend. This isn't to drag this man or anything like that. But until you wear everything, straight up, it was the dope. Can you really change? And who knows? Maybe he will get there during this stint that he has to do.
Do it again tomorrow.
You got to do it all over again tomorrow.
And those rooms aren't cheap either, man.
No, not at all.
You try to get a room just like trying to like drive on vacation or whatever, and you want to pull.
I would have called him out on this right now. Been like, Tom.
Yep, all day long
for 6 hours. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that really put me in a spiral going downward was the vehicle needing maintenance and not having the money for that.
Yeah.
Now the vehicle. Yeah. Well, the vehicle's sitting at a garage, and so now I don't know what the situation is with that.
Okay, jumping in here one other time. Now we're talking about, look, there's a lot of excuses except for the truth. And again, coming from a friendly place, just sharing this, hey, I'm just giving it to you raw now. Joe, there's no cut cards no more. There's no point. I talked with Matt about this after we did the video visit with Matt and Tom first. The topic of the car came up. Where is the car now? What kind of condition is the car in? Tom made mention that the car is sitting at some shop. Some guy that he knows has the car. I asked Matt, I said, how crazy would it be if we did a video trying to find the car, right? Where is the car? What happened to the car? And it's not to like, I don't know, kick the hornet's nest or to tear Band-Aids off the wound, but it's just interesting. I know, as well as that car is probably long gone. And if it's not, I'll admit that I was wrong about that. But if I was a betting man, which I sometimes used to be, I'd bet on the over in this case, that it's over with for that car. But it's just a little perspective.
I don't know the vehicle's still titled in my name. So who knows what's going to happen from that point?
Well, your video, yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt again. Hey, when I was 18 years old, I smoked crack for a brief period of time. And this one time at band camp, knee deep, smoking the rocks, I pawned my truck to get high. It's something that people do. When you got no other money and you got no credit, your credit becomes your vehicle. Hey, I'm looking like freaking Finding Nemo in the face. Here are my keys. Give me some rocks. It's plausible a scenario like that could have taken place, but I'm not trying to speculate, which is all that I'm doing. Sorry.
Yesterday with Joe was 8.2 thousand views. So.
He's talking about how many views the video got that we did.
Good views now, so.
This one's going to get some views.
Good. That's a good thing. Hopefully this, I guess we're going to call this biopic or documentary of the journey of Tom. But maybe this brings some enlightenment to people about how. This whole situation has been going on since March 3rd. Basically trying to work with the court system to get them to get the cases lined up so that the one for Virginia Beach then goes in succession. It's 3 jurisdictions total
Holy shit.
that have to wait for violations because of the charge, the underlying charge.
Right.
The lawyer is saying that there's a distinct possibility that I may get CCAP, which is a work release program. That's 10 months, and I would want to document that because that's actually a fantastic program. It's a drug program fostered with work release.
Okay.
If that's what happens. The other possibility is my lawyer saying he wants to subpoena the phone records where the girl admitted that the paraphernalia in the vehicle was hers on the phone.
Wow.
That may change
Whoa.
the whole situation here.
Holy shit. If that is true.
It would mean a violation, a second time violation, 14 days. That's it.
Holy moly. If that is true, that's the first time I'm hearing about that. The girl admitted on a recorded jail call that the pipe was hers. Yeah, Tom would beat that charge, in fact. Hell yeah. You know, if he stands any chance at all, because I'm a firm believer in why the hell did you take this charge for this girl? I mean, I would have never done. Yo, you better tell them that's your pipe right there. If that's the case, if I'm riding with you, Joe gonna tell on you straight up. At this point in life, man, look, if we riding around, we get pulled over, man, and you got a freaking a light bulb in the whip that you're smoking meth out of. I don't even know what you use to smoke meth these days. But if you got a pipe up in the whip, man, hey, you better tell them that's yours. You better tell them that's your pipe. Karen, you bet. Karen, listen. Officer, look at her. Clearly.
So, big difference. The only problem we deal with on that situation is if I get out, I'm right back where I was at.
Right.
Back on the street, living hand to mouth. I don't know if you know how difficult it is to get assistance. Most people don't. Trying to get housing and any kind of assistance for housing. Food stamps is pretty easy. Getting Medicaid is pretty easy. But getting housing, they want to put you in places like, homeless shelters, and those places are flooded with drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to start somewhere. Shit, you got to take it one step at a time. And, getting out of this situation first is going to be the first step. Once you get out, homeless, hey, if I had to do this, if it was me that was in this situation, I would do whatever it took. You got to imagine that at some point in life, you reach a point where enough is enough. Okay, when are we going to just face reality? We've made no mention in this entire video, Tom, of addiction being the underlying frickin' culprit here. And maybe he's not saying it because what's understood is understood. But he just mentioned the homeless shelter being flooded with drugs. No matter where you end up, you're going to be around it. Okay, there's not going to be a perfect solve all to it, whether it's a homeless shelter or a halfway house. It's all the same. You have to be the one that's strong enough to say, yo, man, hey, I'm done. After that last time, did you hear what he just said? He's got a probation violation in 3 different cities, all because of this one particular pipe charge. And even if you beat the pipe charge, it's not a guarantee that all 3 of these cities are going to play ball. He mentioned this CCAP program, this work release program, which is a great opportunity. He'll be able to go there. I think it's a drug treatment thing as well, or a drug program as well, and then stack some money. So that would put some money in his pocket coming home if he does have to do that. A 10-month program, I think he had mentioned. As we're sharing this, I want you to comment and let me know, what do you think? What would you do if you were in this situation? Everything possible. Anything possible. I'd hold a sign up on the side of the road. Yo, put me to work today. I'm homeless, and I'm trying to work for mines. Somebody gonna pick you up. And then film that shit. Create you a TikTok. Yo, I'm homeless. Holding the sign up. Talk about I want to go to work. Make people see what you're trying to do. Because when you do have the power of social media behind you, like people rooting for you, And I know this from my own personal experience. That's a whole nother level of gusto, a whole nother level of push to keep you fighting. And for me personally, it was like, yo, if I screw this up, I'm going to let a whole lot of people down. And for me, that was enough. For me, that's what I needed. For me, it worked. And I've seen it work for others in the same situation.
Yeah. You're dealing with every spectrum across, society that's stuck in a homeless situation. Everything from alcoholics, drug addicts, some other questionable individuals as well. So it's a lot, man.
PDFs, I think he's talking about.
No. Yeah. They're like, oh, well, we can put you in a halfway house where there are other drug addicts.
Right.
And I'm like, it really doesn't put me in a good situation, guys.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's all stuff that we can kind of look at down the line as we're going. I know that you probably have dinner coming up shortly.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I gotta run, but good talking to you.
Absolutely, Kenny. Please
I'll
hit me up anytime you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool beans. It's great talking. Good to see you, man. And God bless you. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, for sure, man. Take it easy.
Everyday winning, man. Everyday winning. I got you, man. I got you, man. All right. Take care of yourself. Peace.
Tom is in a better place right now, mentally, spiritually, physically. And it's probably, I'm not going to justify this at all. I know it's embarrassing for this guy finding himself yet again in another situation locked up because of the shit that you've did and allowed to happen in your life. Addiction, hey, it's bigger than us. And I do understand that, even though I don't fully understand the levels of these sorts of addictions, with whether it be meth or dope. Like I mentioned earlier, Joe at 18 years old smoked the rocks for a short period of time. Why was it only a short period of time? Because my dumb ass got locked up like I should have. And I was scared to death. Not to be locked up, but scared to death that that's what my life was going to be, because I was locked up with a bunch of old ass crackheads up in the jail. And I was like, yo, I'll never want to do that. So I came home and started doing powder instead, which was not any better. And then I got locked up again. But the fact of the matter is for some people, myself included, it does take multiple times. Sometimes we take the hardest possible route to get to the right destination we need to be in. I used to think it took a lot for me, but I look at people like Tom who still haven't arrived yet. And I wonder to myself and question, will they ever get there? Folks, I've got some even more shocking information to share with you, and I'm not even going to do it just yet. No spoilers. But when I tell you, just wait till you see what's upcoming. Man, you ain't even going to believe it. Talking about taking forever to reach the destination and some people not doing so. Just wait till you see. That's all I can say. I wish Tom the best. I truly do. And I don't do this to bash or rag on this guy, but I will call bullshit when I hear it. I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm not going to try to justify it. No more. Sometimes maybe these people need that. Quit with the bullshit. Get your head up out of your ass. Send Tom a message. Give him some tough love. I'm not saying go in on the man, but he's a guy that don't have shit. Didn't have shit for the time that he was out there ripping and running in the streets and people were asking, Joe, where's Tom? You knew where he was without knowing. Or you could guess. I hope that this is the time. Because here's an opportunity where he's locked up and he is receiving love from people who don't even really know him. That's gotta be worth something, if you ask me. Again, a very special shout out to Everyday Winning. He also blessed Jellicoe. You'll be seeing that in another video. And thank you guys for taking the time to check this out. Hope this was something you enjoyed. If it was, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most of every day. Peace!